I wanted to ask you about, because you just mentioned the Warped Tour days, whatever. Because we were actually just talking about kind of like at Winter Clash with Dominic Wagner. We were talking about how skating used to be in Warped Tour and how he used to do the shows. I'm curious. I never actually spoke to anyone. Did you do Warped Tour too, or you did Warped Tour? What the hell was that? Time. So you guys had a great time doing that, obviously.
Yeah.
You got to meet a bunch of cool people, a bunch of bands. Yeah. Like, what else was going on those times? You legit went to like every Warped Tour stop that all the bands did?
He did.
Yeah, I did.
He did it for years.
I did 6 years.
6 years. What years were they?
No, sorry, 6. I did 6 Warped Tours in 4-year period. So I would go the American ones.
Oh, there's other.
I mean,
yeah, in different countries.
As he told me, like, as I've seen, be friends with.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Like, it's pretty amazing to.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like,
I didn't even
these relationships, not only with like Tony Hawk and Steve Caballero, but like,
but like other a different industry.
Charlie Tuna and.
I was pretty shy. I would say hello.
It was crazy too.
But yeah, it was cool.
Did you guys actually like hang out together? Like I didn't even think. I thought about like, wow, that was probably cool performing at Warped Tour. Like, you know, you get to perform in like a ton of people. It's on TV. Like, it exposes rollerblading to the masses. I didn't even think about the whole aspect of meeting all these other bands and stuff like that. You guys actually literally were hanging out together?
Well, yeah. The guy who ran Warped Tour, his big thing was if you're sweeping the floor, or if you're 311. You all have the same pass. So there's no one had different passes, which in some of the other festivals we did over here, there's different levels.
Yeah,
like different levels.
I would imagine so.
And whereas this guy who ran the whole tour, he was out shoveling straw onto the mud piles. Like that's his thing. And it didn't matter who you were allowed on stage with the band when they played. Didn't matter.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. So the stage was
like
always
not like that
packed.
Anymore. I have no idea, but I feel like it's not like that anymore.
He was an amazing man, and he really was an amazing man. And so yeah, when my like Jurassic 5, I loved Jurassic 5. I became friends with their tour manager because we were standing next to him. You know, and I'd go and watch every show they ever did, and then became friends with Charlie. And all of them, Aki and all those guys. And then we play basketball together because you got off time. You know, they do a 20-minute set, you do a 40-minute show. And then you got the rest of the time to hang out. So you'd roll dice or you'd shoot hoops, or Mel and Colin, for example, they love skateboarding. So they're always like, they're frothing over Cab. You know, they're like,
oh yeah,
invite Cab up and Cab
so it's
would play bass.
It's like the opposite. Like
yeah,
they will work both ways.
So yeah, I mean, they came out here and the drummer ended up breaking his wrist on Manly Bowl.
Oh really? From like skateboarding?
Yeah. So
ruined this whole Warped Tour.
Yeah, had to get someone else in. So
jeez,
it's crazy times. I mean, I don't remember it all. It's
so much going on.
Yeah,
I feel like that's one of the coolest things back then that could have been done. Like such a huge event. Everyone knew about Warped Tour in like the 90s. It was like the biggest thing ever. Like if you were like the kid in school going to Warped Tour, you're like the cool kids, you know, and like to see skating on it was awesome too.
I mean, it could be brutal though. Like I got spat on.
When you're on the ramps.
Was it just vert or was it street? Like it was different every time.
No,
you skated vert?
No, the first year.
Well, when I went to was vert. Sorry.
The first year they had street on it too. They had a street course, and we did like Willie Santos was on it 1 year, and they had like trials BMX riders on it 1 year, and but in the end it was just the vert ramp.
Was it more of a demo? It was like a demo, right?
Demo, yeah. Like we did 2 1-hour shows.
Leisurely, like 2 1-hour shows. So you would just skate for an hour. Yeah. Enjoy Warped Tour pretty much the rest of the time. Yeah.
So you'd go, and like some of the places were gnarly. I don't know why the Americans is crazy. You go in and like I got spat on, yelled at
because you're a rollerblader.
Because I was a rollerblader at the time. So
by who? Just regular kids in the crowd and shit.
Just people in the crowd. Booed. Like I don't know if you've ever had 5,000 people boo you before. It's not nice.
That's crazy.
Would you say that was in the beginning times of the Warped Tour, or the middle, or the whole time?
It would be for my first 2 runs. You know, you get onto the ramp.
Oh, I mean, like you said you did it for 4 years, or?
Yeah, I did 4 years of it,
like
6 shows.
More in the beginning of the years or toward the end of the years?
Yeah, it didn't matter. Just depended on the crowd the whole time.
Yeah.
Not every show. Not every show. Like California was sort of a little bit more open in terms of not, if they liked you or not, they wouldn't sort of boo you. But depending on where you were. And then I mean, like I said, I got spat on. I actually got people taken out, like,
jeez,
out of the show. But you drop in, and you'd get booed, and then you'd do a trick, and then you blast 6 foot, and everyone stops.
Yeah, you gotta shut them up.
So within 3 runs, you've, because you skate the ramp a lot. It only took 1 or 2, 3 runs to warm up, and then you do a 900, and you get,
Yeah.
And then by the end of the show, people are going, "Oh, okay, yeah, he's all right."
Yeah, he's good. He's all right. He's legit. He's a real deal.
So yeah, I mean, I had Tim Ward with me at the end. He did it with me, and Aton Kramer, New York.
Yeah.
So Jess Darrenforth did the first one. I did the first one with Tommy Fry. Who else did it? I'll forget names and I'll be pissed.
Yeah.
You don't want to kind of mix it.
Yeah, you don't want to single people out. Did you do? Was it Warped Tour that did the shows with the vert ramp behind the stage as the bands were playing?
That was MTV.
That was MTV. It was a different thing completely. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't have cable back then, so my bad.
Yeah, no,
I
different.
I messed it up. Because I was going to say that would have been crazy to perform, to skate while a band is performing right in front of you. Like it's got to be insane. Because like that's legit all eyes on you pretty much.
Okay. Favorite skate show I ever did, and I've done hundreds and hundreds of them, was Universal Studios. Angie Walton organised it. So it was complete equal mix of skateboarding, 1994, skateboarding, BMX and rollerblades. Everyone was there. Matt Hoffman was there. Cab was there. Mike Frazier. Jimmy Tremble. In rollerblading, it was Jimmy Tremble, myself, Jess Darrenforth, Angie Walton, John Callum Blake, and Sublime. Boom. That was the act. That was the act. I didn't know who they were.
You didn't know who they were?
No. So there was a ramp there. It was before they were massive. The ramp was there, the stage was there, and we did skate shows.
Yeah, that's pretty much like that.
And it was a jam. They played there. I'm like, these guys are sick.
That's so sick. You get to skate to Sublime playing live.
Yeah.
Like with you. Like that's better than skating to like music or anything like that with your headphones on.
Yeah.
That's like the real deal. It doesn't get more authentic than that. Especially Sublime too, so it's like an epic group.
90s.
That was like the epitome.
Being well connected with blading through the hoax videos.
Yeah, that was like the epitome of like 90s skating right there. Sublime with skating on a tour and Universal Studios.
That was really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Spring break, I still remember it so clearly. Spring break, 1994.
What year did Brad Noel die? Do you remember?
Yeah, maybe the next year or the year after.
Because I did a Warped Tour with you and Jess. And
that was the first one that they played.
Yeah. And then he passed. I met him.
Yeah.
And I was
Did
like,
you?
Oh my God, Brad Noel.
Yeah.
And he passed away like the next year or something.
It happened so quick, right?
Yeah.
You said that was the first year they played?
It was a waste of talent. Yeah. I mean, he's incredible.
Yeah, of course.
So.
People still talk about him to this day, You said you were skating vert quickly on those things?
Man.
I'm trying to think of like you skating vert, and I don't think I've seen it, but
I was doing like
I've seen it. I've seen it.
That was it.
Yeah, just coping
I
grinds.
just kind of like snuck in there because it's Jess and him. And,
yeah, how could you not? Like,
and I got to go hang out with the, all the backstage and.
It's your ticket in.
It was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
So
one moment, I always talk about it too.
So there you go. It helped out a lot.
Yeah.
You don't got to do big flat spins, 900s and shit. Just grind the coping a little bit.
I snuck in. I snuck in.